Hello. Okay. Let me just have to do a few things on the video, add tags and all that. What am I doing? You'd have thought I'd have got the hang of this all by now. My internet is so slow today. Video. There's me. Oh man. How much longer am I going to have to go with doing this on this same computer? It's driving me crazy. Hello the soy, hello Senti, welcome. If you are here in the chat, please do say hello. Fuck's sake, what's going on? We seem to have gone from like 16 viewers down to 6. I'm not sure if I've done something wrong. Oh my god, hold on. All I want to do is just get onto the right page. I'll start this in a minute. All right, just just bear with me. Evening Mike K, evening Adam. Okay. I want to click this, and now I'm going to be able to hear myself, probably, which is good. Yep, there we go. Let's get rid of that. Now let's go on to analytics. And then that should keep everything nice and clean. Cool. All right, there we go. Okay, now I've got it doing what I want it to do. All right. Yeah, let's have a look at some charts. I cleaned up my charts a lot today because I've been away for, well, like the last few days. Having some nice early birthday celebrations, so all of this week is a bit of a, yeah, I'll be around as much as I can, but I'm trying to make the most of actually being able to go out and do stuff this week, which is great. But yeah, we've had quite a nice move down on Bitcoin over the past few hours, really. And yeah, I didn't notice until just a minute ago. I was just looking at my chart and I had this point of control that I was taking trades off of earlier, but we've just come down and hit the value area low, like exactly. So where we perfectly hit this point of control earlier, we got that bounce back up, which came right into this high volume node up here. And now we've just hit the value area low from our low down here. And of course, we've gone into this daily level here. So it looks really nice. So these, again, you can find all of these levels on EXO and matches up really well. Yeah, if we were to take the range from back here, we've got our value area low coming in down there as well. Let's have a little look on the TPO. So our low that we have from here should be the same as if we merge all of this back. Merge. I'll just do it one at a time. And then we're going down to here. I don't know if I've done this how I did it earlier. 52,620. Did we bounce there? No, I've done it wrong. Forget it. Forget it. I had this up earlier and it was really cool, and it like bounced perfectly from points of control there. Where did this come down to? 53. 53,250. Okay, nice. So I think value area has moved actually since then. So earlier on when I was checking this, I had it all merged from our low. And our value area has since then moved because we had all this value up here before. As we've come back down, it's just shifted all the price down there. Only 9 viewers. What is going on? Wait, something must be wrong with the stream. Is everything okay with the stream? It's saying... Wait, it's saying that there's no viewers. What have I done? What have I done to the stream? Oh, shit. It's literally saying no viewers. I don't know. You keep getting booted. Okay. Yeah, something's going a bit weird. 17 likes. That's alright, we've got more likes than viewers. 18. Alright. Okay, it's starting to come back up. It's now saying I have 1 viewer on YouTube. I think I'm just going to close this down. Yeah. I'm going to close that page and just continue looking at OBS rather than looking on YouTube. Anyone in chat? I've just seen. Alright. Sensi, come on. I know I could afford my own computer, but yeah, I'm just being cheap. Yeah, I do really need to get one. The problem is, I think I explained to everyone the other day, I had an issue with my PayPal, and actually getting money out of crypto to pay for a computer was a bit tricky. So yeah, I've had to hold off on that for now, and just general bills and life and getting a bathroom refurbishment and paying for new house and all of that recently, so it's all a bit crazy. I need to eventually get a new computer, but yeah, we will stick with this for now. But yeah, Jaffa, if anyone does want to chip in, the links to the donations are in the description. As always, I will. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I could pin the links here. So if you are within our... Oh, I can't even do that on here because I've closed YouTube. Forget it. Okay, let's have a look at some charts. So yeah, we had this move down, a really nice move down into our kind of this range value area low. So if we take it from the lows down here, that turned out to be the exact low. We also have this daily level as the confluence there. I think as well, if we do take this up from our highs, we do have this high volume node that comes in down here as well. So yeah, we're currently just back at this point of control from our all-time high. So this will be interesting. I think this is now a key level to reclaim. On top of that, I do think, oopsie, we do have this kind of daily level. You could call this like a big untapped area here, like a large OB that we do have here. We could put a daily level on this. So yeah, at this stage, if we can get back above this level, this daily, which would be our point of control from all-time highs down to where we are now, then it does look pretty good for further upside again. And that's what I was saying in the update video this morning, that I do think we just stay in a range here, and this is quite nice. We do have even bigger support lower down. Forgive my log scale. I've been looking at alts and you need log. But yeah, we do have like a really clear and obvious level of support lower down if we do come down there. Ethereum, I've actually just taken a small short on Ethereum. It seems to just be one of those where we've come in for this back test and we've made this lower high now. So we did have this change of market structure on this lower high that we got. It's not a big position, but if we look at our full fib, we did almost come into the 786. And on the Bitcoin pair, what did we do? Yep, golden pocket again there, and this was the top of the area of resistance that we have been looking at. So yeah, I'm in a very small short position on Ethereum at the moment. Litecoin though looks really good. Let me remove some stuff on here. So yeah, Litecoin looks really, really nice right now, and this is again what we've been looking at like for such a long time. I was just, when we had this last test up here, the fact that it held this monthly level and didn't come back down, you can see all the times, and I repeat it all the time, but you can see all of these times where we've come up to it and we've just fallen back down to this monthly down here, or gone even lower, and then we hold it and have now broken out. So I think Litecoin has started what could be a really nice bull run on Litecoin against the Bitcoin pair. So that looks good to me. Yeah, and we have these all-time highs as well on Litecoin at 420. Why have I never noticed that before? How it's, yeah, nice. Yeah, so I think Litecoin is, I do think Litecoin is headed for all-time highs right now. This is where I started trading it after this accumulation phase on the US dollar pair. Yeah, and it just seems parabolic now, which is really good. So view at fib, you haven't missed much. Yeah, Litecoin and Link. These were the two calls that I've been making throughout like the past week. So I think any of the video updates that I've been doing, I've just been like, Litecoin looks really good, Link looks really good, and just non-stop repeating that. So hopefully the amount of times that I have hammered that into everyone's head, hopefully some people actually bought some of this stuff. And so it is my birthday week, so I'm allowed this midweek rum. Yeah, so hopefully some people have bought some of this stuff and are making some nice profits right now. Yeah, it does look really, really good, Litecoin. And I do think that that will continue. LTC next all-time high is going to be at 69.69. So we've gone from 420 and we're going to go to 69.69. Sounds about right. That sounds good to me. Yeah. It's just another one of those situations which is the same as what we've had with... Well, first of all, we had it with Cardano. and Cardano took most of the market by surprise. Luckily, I had a massive position in Cardano before it hit the bull run, which is really good. Then it happened with BNB, and everyone was really underexposed to BNB. Unfortunately, I didn't have a big position in BNB when that started running, but I did get a few nice trades out of it. Now we've had it with Ethereum, and again, everyone was really underexposed on Ethereum. I think the way that Ethereum has been moving this year has just been carnage for retail. Like every single time, it's like, oh, Ethereum new all-time high, crash to the last support. Oh, Ethereum new all-time high, crash to the the latest support, and it's done that just so many times. I can remember back here when it was trying to break through, and it just kept on like, oh yeah, all-time high, no, all-time high, no, all-time high, no. Then it breaks it, no, and then it tests it again, no. And it's just that constant thing that has just been destroying retail, but it's been so much fun to trade. I think Ethereum's been one of the easiest alts to trade. Yeah, for a long time. Ethereum's just been really nice. Jaffa, what's your birthday week? Instead of one birthday party, you have 7. Is that a UK thing? Nah, we've had a year of lockdown, haven't we? And yeah, I saw family last weekend, and this next weekend I've got a few other things planned, and it's just an excuse for me just to do what I want this week. Yeah. Is Bitcoin coming down again? Yeah, rejection off this point of control. Have we got the VWAP here? Not yet. Okay. What's all this crap? Get rid of that. I don't need that. Cool. Yeah. Litecoin's putting in some divergence here. Bearish divergence on these highs. And we have hit this weekly resistance here on Litecoin. So yeah, you would say this is an area to take profit. I do now think that it's a similar thing to what we had on the, look at that, took that long. From here, hit target and just continue going. Very nice. I do think we might see a little retracement here on Litecoin after we've got that other rejection. Maybe just a bit more accumulation in this area before we can think about breaking higher. Andre, do you have a predefined stop loss on LTC? If yes, what are the conditions? So I think as you just saw then, I've been in a trade on Litecoin since, where are we, down here. At the moment I've added a little bit, so I've compounded this position. So I've had my take profits. I hit take profit on this weekly. And again, when we came up here over the weekend, or no, that was today, wasn't it? So no, I haven't actually hit another take profit today. I was taking profit here over the weekend, and I've compounded today on the drop that Bitcoin had. I'd say my stop loss at this stage would be probably somewhere below these lows. I would expect this weekly now to hold. Yeah, I think I probably at this stage would put my stop loss below these lows. Realistically, that support isn't that strong. But I wouldn't want to see us going below these anyway. Otherwise, I do think we're coming back down to test this monthly level. So yeah, I think that's a pretty safe stop loss to have. Like if we do hit it, then I do think we're coming down here. I think this is a high enough time frame to be out of the danger area, especially as Bitcoin's had quite a big move down today anyway. So even if Bitcoin does continue down to its next support level, I don't think we're going to have anything that really brings Litecoin down here yet. Unless, of course, we get a massive dump on Bitcoin. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So here's too risky. You could get stopped out on this, but stop loss below these lows looks fairly good to me. Yeah, the soy 6 yes, I saw you posted that in the Discord. So yeah, BZRX again is another one. And again, one of those that I had mentioned on my video last week about a lot of the altcoins that I'm looking for to have really nice kind of trades over the next few months. And we've just hit this. This is really, for me, the last support we have on this chart. So here we have this weekly level. So go to the weekly chart. We have our weekly here at 1,804 sats. Yeah, so we've just hit that, got this little rejection off of that. I would like to see this daily now hold a support. I do think we'll probably come back down and test this daily level now, because yeah, we've had this breakout, and this is a breakout with good volume. Okay, so we've had really nice volume on this break here. So this is the highest volume we've seen, yeah, since, well, a long time on BZRX. So that is a really nice volume breakout there. We've broken out of this downtrending supply line. We have come into our weekly, which really is the last level of major resistance that we have. And what I would be looking for now is to take a trade off of this daily level and for it to reclaim and then go much higher. For resistance, I think we'd have to say, let's get rid of the rocket ship. First of all, let's get rid of that. That was just silliness. Let's lose that. Okay, resistance. I do think realistically, like, this is my target. This monthly level is my target on this trade. And I know that's pretty crazy, but what we're looking at now would be a long from the daily here. And this would be a big position trade along from the daily that you can probably put your stop loss below this monthly level. And we're looking at, yeah, 550% move to the upside. That's an 18-to-1 risk to reward trade on this. But this is like position trade kind of thing. This is buy spot, hold it, and trail stops. So this is where I'd look to sell everything by the time we get up here. But on the way up, I'll probably just trail stops. And if we lose market structure, then that stops me out, because we're probably going to see something like that before maybe a move that goes higher. So for me on these big position trades, that's always my plan, is just go for the highs. We're in a bull run. Like, selling too early is annoying. So yeah, selling too early is almost as bad as, I don't know, not taking profit. Like, you've got to take profit, but you've got to be able to let positions run as well. But yeah, if you do want to trade it, as, so on this, I'll explain I do have a big spot position in this, but I am trading it on futures as well. So I'd say we do have resistance here on this daily, so 2,781 sats. I would also say nope, not down there. Yeah, maybe 2,315. Maybe here. Anything else on the weekly? Nope. So it's all just daily levels. And then we're looking at here, and then we can put a fib from our high to our low. We can see what lines up as confluence with these. Let's clean this up a little bit. We don't need that. We don't need that. Actually, yeah. So our 236 are 33382, our 0.5. Okay, so the fibs do have a nice confluence. So yeah, 2,770, 2770 sats looks like a resistance to me. And yeah, just level by level. So this is just kind of marking off the horizontal areas that I would be looking at for taking profit if we were to get this move above this weekly. I do think it's, at this stage, it's inevitable. I don't really see this, like with the size of structure it's formed, I don't really see this failing now. Yeah, that looks a good take profit. This area looks a good take profit. Up here looks a good take profit. And just trade it level to level. On the way up, I guess, take profit, then get back in if it is working. Cool. Yeah, but again, eventually I've got that as my target. I don't think, yeah, like the US dollar chart looks really, really good as well. Yeah, really good. So I was on log again there on this. Yeah, the confluence is pretty much the same whether you're on log or linear. On altcoins that have a big move, I like to look on log. Yeah, this does look ready. Even on the USD chart. Looks pretty good. Cool. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Yeah, just one of those where you trail stop losses. And then take those intraday thingies. Adam, will ETH drop to 2.5k at any point in time? Will it? Will it? I'd say yes. Yeah, I do think ETH will drop to 2.5k. We're not going to go up in a straight line. This is our last major support here at 2,530. So I think we can lose these levels. Let's keep the 1-to-1. Let's lose that. Let's lose that. Let's lose all of this. And let's add on a fib here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I really do think that we will see if this is the local top on Ethereum. I do think that a move down to 2,500 is very likely. So this would be 2,520 area here. So this is our major daily level. We have our local medium term golden pocket here. So that is really nice confluence for a long if we can get a move down here. A lot of it will depend on Bitcoin, I think. If we're gonna get that, then this is a move down of 25%. So 25% off of the Bitcoin chart takes us back down to, yeah, previous support. Weekly. If we lose this monthly level on Ethereum, so this is at 0.0568. If we do lose that on Ethereum, then I think it's very likely that we do come down back down to this monthly level, which would be probably, depending on Bitcoin, lining up quite nicely with this $2,500 area. So yeah, if this is the high, if this is our local top here or medium term top, then yes. How many times do I have to say then yes? I keep giving the same answer and thinking about the same thing. Yeah, if we get that, that's like an amazing buy. Like I'd buy that all day long. Stick a stop loss there, take it back to the highs. It's just really, really easy trade. Yeah. Bingu's token has been giving me everything I've ever wanted. Is it really, like, can you even see that on here? I wish I'd bought this shit. Let me have a look at this. What the fuck was that? Wait, Pussy Financial Price. Pussy Price Index. Alright, I've got to have a look at this as well. If I've missed Bingu or Bingus, I just want to wait for this chart. Is there a chart? I mean, is this just not loading for me? I want to look at this though. Have we uncovered a new gem there? Oh man. Sorry, I'm getting it's giving me depression basically. Bingus token made plus 30 yesterday. CoinMarketCap has the chart. See, that's surprising. I would expect CoinGecko to have the chart for these shit coins, but not so much. CoinMarketCap's or like. Let's have a look here. Gosh, streaming kills my internet. GorillaFi. God, I need to start looking at these like shit coins. Oof. Okay. Circulating supply. Yeah. 0, 2, 1. Okay, it's not had that much of a big move down. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna look at this. Pussy Financial. I really like the look of this. Now this looks much better than Bingo's. Yes. Tokenomics. Token supply. 400, 420. Yes. Oh, we've uncovered something here. Down 60% today. This launched today. I'm supposed to be a serious YouTuber, man. It's just too good. Max total supply, circulating supply, holders. Burn address has 48% of the tokens. Some crazy motherfucker has 24% of the tokens. Uniswap. So this is the circulating supply at the moment. There's actually liquid is 14%. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a bit of this just because I really like that. Do you like pussy? You can't see the tab. But if I actually bring it down here, that's what it's like. Do you like pussy? Is the Oh god, I've got to put my waifu money into this, haven't I? My waifu profits. It's just yeah, I know we're gonna get rug pulled on this. About. The roadmap, everything will be deployed consecutively. Sorry everyone, I get very distracted when I see stupid stuff like this because it's been a while since I've put my money into something stupid like this. But the last time I did, it made me like 150x returns on my investment. It looks awful, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm buying this. I just need to wow. Oh, thank you, Coin Gecko, for finding this gem of a product. Is it on CoinMarketCap? No. I mean, it makes sense, right? Just to... Yeah. I'm just gonna buy a bit of this because Uniswap. All right. It's a bit of fun. We can all follow this together. Let's have a look at something serious now. Okay. Bear with me. This is FOMO Luke buying some shitcoin. Uniswap. Open. Available ETH. Select a token. Trade at your own risk. I do understand. How much? Confirm. I mean, this is a lot. Wait, I don't want to. I don't want to buy that much. Let's just take this down a little bit. Okay, I forget that ETH has gone up by so much, and that was a crazy. I nearly bought way too much. Let's try this. That's more like it. Okay, I can deal with that. If I lose this, then it's my own stupid fault. Add to MetaMask. Cool. Add token. Close. Alright, there we go. I am now the proud owner of this ridiculous shitcoin. Anyway, sorry. Back to the charts. Having a bit of a move down here again. follow. All right. Does the music? I didn't listen to the music on the website. I won't do that now. Wait, what was that about? Oh dear.
Yo, guys, stop.
Okay, I think I think we're about to lose some money on this. This is why you always say not financial advice. I do my serious trading, and then yeah, you've got to have a bit of fun as well with these things. Like, the thing is, like, when you find stupid projects like this, they often do 100x just out of like FOMO and just meme stuff going on. We all know what DOGE can do. So now and again, putting a little bit of profit into something stupid is okay. But yeah, let's get back to the charts. So if anyone has a chart they'd like me to look at, then please do, please do give me a shout and I'll get back to some actual charting here. Okay. Runner, you transferred the rest of your spot ETH into it. Oh god, I'm gonna be in trouble when we all get rug pulled on this. Yeah. See, I do have my nice. Wasn't that the plumber doctor astronaut guy? Huh? What, on that video? This guy? What is
Wasting time on that shitty Doge. I know you've never had any pussy before, but it's never too late. Go get some pussy over at pussy.financial. It's a cryptocurrency and their pre-sale is live. It's the best meme coin I've seen yet. All in on pussy. Yo.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Enough of that. Link. I've just done Link. I've done Link already. But I will just quickly cover it again. Oh, Link's still going, isn't it? Oh no, it is already that high. Yeah, that's a really nice move. Wait, I haven't done Link already. I'm talking nonsense. I did a video on Link. Andre, they had a pre-sale. I don't know if they had a pre-sale. I've just bought some. It's gone live today. It looks like fun. So, yeah, yeah, it's a bad idea. I actually bought twice as much as I wanted to. I accidentally clicked confirm twice on the same transaction, and it bought double what I had wanted to put into it. So I've got quite a lot. But hey, this is what, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Link technical analysis. So I have made a video on that today. I do have some serious TA to go over on Link. On the Bitcoin pair, I do have these 3 areas as take profits, but I'm ultimately looking at kind of coming back to the highs here on Link. So our next major resistance on this chart for me will be around 102,000 sats, and then I also have on the USD pair. Now let me move this onto log. We are coming up to the top of this long-term channel that we've been in on Link. So we are reaching the top of this. I do think we'll break out of this channel, and then I do think that this channel will take over as being the main one to be trading. So this is the one that more recently has been getting a lot more respect. So we had this channel that early on for Link was really, really nice. We now have this on Link, and I do think that we are going to see a big run higher. And yeah, really, it's crazy, but I do think like $100 Link is a reasonable target in this bull run. So yeah, I have a take profit here set at around $56. I would expect a pullback there, probably back down to like the $45, $42 region. So if we can make a bit of a move like this over the next week or two, then we can come up into this area, hit 56, have this pullback, and then maybe move higher. I do think Link is going to go on a big run. We know how strong it can be. And it's had a really nice bear market where it did lose 80% of its value against Bitcoin. So yeah, it looks really nice. I'm very, very bullish on Link. Yeah, very bullish on Link. Was new ADA update target turning it to a stable coin? Was new ADA update target turning it to a stable coin? Well, yeah, it kind of has become one, hasn't it? I think Cardano, again, is one of those that, like, just look how steady it's been holding here. And this is only its previous all-time high. Like, we don't have that history on Binance, but if we go back over onto BZRX, then really the rejections we've had at $1.40 are just the old all-time high from 2018. I do think it's inevitable that this breaks and goes higher. And it's going to be, again, another case of that where, yeah, it's just one of those where it will just, once everyone's forgotten about it, and it's kind of got to that stage now that everyone has forgotten about it, I do think we start to make higher prices again. And there's still a pretty long way to go. Again, here, if you look on the Bitcoin pair like this, I do think, and again, if we're going to see a move up soon, then this is the next area that we're going to be looking at. And this is this weekly level at 3,800 sats. And this top liquidity here, which it took last time at, yeah, like 4,200 sats. So I do think 3,800 to 4,200 is realistic. I do think it's quite likely that we do get that. We never got this move down to the monthly, so I think that's front run a lot of people's targets. And it's got a lot of people out of the market again here. I do really like the look of this for a move higher. And at that point, we'll have to see what happens. We'll see where we are in the market by then. But that is I think even like last year, I was saying I think that Cardano is going to go to $3. And if we're looking at another, say, 70% move up from here, then yeah, that's going to bring us close, isn't it? Yeah, I do like that a lot. Ava Davis, please don't post other people's Telegram groups on my YouTube. I'm not even logged onto my YouTube, so I can't even delete that. But yeah, don't be silly. Been live for 1 hour. Woo! Okay. All right. anything else to go over? Let's have a look on Acro. Still looks good. You need moderators. Hint. Yeah. If anyone does want to be a moderator on this, then let me know. Whoops. I probably don't really need it at the moment. I don't care for some idiots posting some Telegram thing. I know no one's stupid enough to go clicking on those links. It's when we get a bit more busy that I'll need some moderators in here. Do you use any indicator RSI? So yes, sometimes. So I do use the RSI and the MACD together, and that's where I look for divergences. So I don't believe in the whole oversold, overbought kind of thing. I just really don't care for that. But I do look for divergences, and this is quite a nice example of that. And we've had that on the hourly chart. More recently, we had it on the 4 hour when we hit these lows, but as we've had a bit of a smaller move up, we do have these divergences that are playing out on the hourly chart on Bitcoin. So you can see here how we had our high and then our higher high, and then we had a high and a lower high that was put in here on both the MACD and the RSI. And now as we get to these lows, we have our low and our lower low. And then we've not got it on the RSI, but we do have it here on the MACD. So those are things that I do look at, are these divergences that we have going on. I also look at the 4 hour. So the 4 hour is kind of the main thing that I look for divergences on. We've got really nice divergence going on here again on this 4 hour. So this low compared to this low, you can see that we have a low here and then a lower low. So this is hidden bullish divergence that we have going on right now. So we do have this hidden bullish divergence going on the RSI and the MACD. If you were like a big MACD kind of person, then this going below zero at this point, which it is going to do, is a really good sign. And we do have this, this 40 area that you would expect price to be holding. What you also see quite often is a move down into the 786. So if I do this, if we get a move into the 786 on the 4 hour, then you would expect a reversal at that point. And yeah, close enough. We've kind of got that. You can see how it did at the highs. And this is how we could see that there was a potential reversal incoming on this one. But yeah, nice hidden bullish divergence here. We have classic bullish divergence on the 1 hour chart. We have hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour chart. And kind of doing nothing on the daily. Yeah. Locally, even more locally. Yeah, we had some divergences forming on up here as well. Cool. So yeah, if you like the RSI and the MACD, then it's looking pretty good here. We are at support. This divergence would, so all the divergence that we do have here would be invalidated if we lose this low. So although this would be a really nice buy, it would invalidate this divergence that we do have going on here. So at the moment, I would favor a move to the upside, or I would get more bearish. Yeah, at that point, I'd probably get more bearish again here. Looking for lower prices. I do think this is a pretty good low to put in right now if it can do that. Audrey, fib retracements on RSI. Yeah, they they work really well. So the 4 hour and the 8 hour, they work really nicely on. And especially the 8 hour actually. And this is where you see the 786 so much. So I could go to any one of these highs and we've probably got a 786 going on this. So maybe not. So we would have had it on this to, no we wouldn't, we would have had it on this to this, and you can go above it, but it's when you go into that 786 area, which is where you'd look for it to come down, and then it's actually one candle. That would have been just one candle above and then straight back down. So that gives us the divergence on this high. If we were to look at this to this, so the first time you go through the 786, you have one candle above it and then it's immediately back down. So that gives you the divergence on this high. No, sorry. Yeah, this high to this high. So we had it again there. This hasn't made a high, so there's no divergence that you can look at here. And again, you get it at the lows as well. So we could go... yeah, there's no divergence on the lows, so don't worry about that. But yeah, the 786 on an RSI works really nicely. I don't check it often, but when we do have big moves, I do have a look to see if we've come into that 786 on the RSI. And it will just help form a bias for me. So yeah, I don't really remember any time where it hasn't worked. We could probably have a look from this. So we've done that to that, we've done that to that. If we look at that to that, no, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. You can see what I mean. Cool. Ethereum moving down, that is nice. Cool. Link. I don't really think there's a lot more to be looking at on the charts. I'm going to look at what's had a move down. RLC. Shit, has that been moving? Wow, yeah, that's hit target. I don't know if I took a trade on this. Oh, I remember I was talking about this coin on Friday night, I think. I think I was going over RLC on Friday night. Annoyingly, when I'm streaming, I never actually have a chance to take trades. Do I have a position? I've got a long on TRB. That's nice. So at least I got that. RLC, nope. Missed the move on RLC, even though I wanted to trade this on Friday night, but at least I got in on TRB. Yeah, I'm going to hold that, I think. Few up Fib, I'd love to be a mod for you. Kicking Karen's out of the chat for you would be my absolute pleasure. I think Taran as well also said you'd be a mod. Yeah, if anyone does want to be a moderator on the YouTube, and again, if things do get more busy on the Discord, then just send me a DM. I do think that, well, hopefully things will start really picking up very soon. We'll get a lot more people in here. Doge is insane. I cannot believe I closed my Doge long. Like, ugh. And yeah, I'm not in that short anymore. I did close that out. Yeah, I took the profit that I wanted to on that, so that is all good. Yeah, what a annoying trade. BZRX still going. Working on this weekly level again. If it can break above here, then I think this looks really nice. Can we see some Algorand TA, please? Yes. Algorand. So that's the last trade I had on it, which is done. This is the level that we did identify during a stream that it must hold. So it has held this level from back here. I am looking at a move above this resistance. Where does that come from? Who knows? Who knows where that... Oh, right, it's just that wick, isn't it? Okay, cool. So we do have this just really small wick here. There's resistance at the moment. We do have this monthly level. This is a really old chart. Weeklies. So I've got a spot position in algo. I mean, apart from those wicks, we do have that trend line going on. We can forget about that. We can forget about that. Like, it looks a really nice chart. It just looks like it's going to take a bit more time. There is getting a really good squeeze here. So yeah, I'd say if we do get a move up, this monthly is still going to be an important level. Then we've got this monthly up here again. So I don't know. It's been quite a long consolidation, to be honest. Quite a long reaccumulation period on algo. Anything on the US dollar pair? It's choppy, isn't it? Highs, lows. Right in the middle. Yeah, I mean, daily. I'd say at the moment this is like the level. So this is similar to what Litecoin did, whereas it chops around within this range. It kind of rejects off there, moves back above, and just this process of trying to reclaim something on the US dollar chart. Algo used to trade really nicely and just really simple TA. This looks a bit choppy now. Yeah, but I think it looks good, like as long as it's holding this trend line. We do have this resistance coming in at 2,900 sats, and we do have another monthly here at 3,800 sats. yeah, not really a lot more on that. It's just accumulating, isn't it? It's nothing too technical. I'm not going to bother going into anything low time frame. Yeah, choppy. I'm going to short Doge before Elon comes on Saturday Night Live. Bad idea. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Be interesting to see what happens on that. Is that this weekend? Like, I don't even know when it is. Yeah. QNT, anything? This is still not moving. Tel's had a really nice move up. So Telcoin's been really good. HXV. Oh, the poor waifus. All the way back down to the beginning. This is what this token I've just bought today is going to do. It's going to go zero and then crash. Have you ever recorded stats on the Asia session? Joking aside, they literally seem to sell off BTC every time in their first few hours of trading. Yeah, like I have, and yes, like those sessions do tend to be a bit more. You do tend to get a bit more to the downside during, those sessions. But I think if we've already had a move down, then often they kind of work against the trend of the day quite a lot of the time. So we have been moving down today, and like often you would see that after something like that, you would get a move in the other direction. They seem to be pretty good at going against the trend. Like all the way down here, all of our bounces were over on the Asia session. Like this was the Asia session. This was the Asia session. Again, like this move down that we had, Asia session bringing it up. Asia session again bringing it up. So whatever the trend of the day is, it tends to get reversed. So if we're looking at a day up, then let's go to midnight, and then Asia brings us down. Looking at move up, Asia brings it down, move up, midnight brings it down. Yeah, it's just normally the reverse of what's happened during the day. So yeah, move down during the day. I don't know. I've not really got any statistics on it, but just having a really quick look on the chart, when we have had moves down, it tends to reverse overnight. My theory is due to the funding, which hits right on Asia open. In a bull market, usually longs close out, causing downward pressure going into the Asia session and then recovers. Yeah, I think you also get a lot of people just taking profit at the end of the day, don't you? Like Europe will be going to bed. USA will be winding down. I don't know. Yeah. From what I've just seen just then, it seems to often reverse the day's trend. Maybe we'll have a bullish night tonight. I don't know. Loopy Lou, hi Luke, could you explain why you choose to trade with the BTC pair as opposed to the USD pair and how you decide? I understand the benefits of both, just wondered how you make that decision. Thanks. I trade a lot of alts on the USD pair, and I will always be aware of what the USD pair is doing. But I find that like a pretty significant percentage of what any altcoin does on a USD pair is just what Bitcoin does. Like Bitcoin does a lot of the work for it. So like Ethereum today is up on the Bitcoin pair but we're down 4% on the US dollar pair. And that's just because Bitcoin does most of the work for it. So there's not really a need to trade the US dollar pair. Having to move down again. Yeah, I find the Bitcoin pairs as well, especially at this stage in the bull market, just really helps get you your levels. Like, for example, let's use Link as an example. Let's use Litecoin as an example. So on Litecoin, we are at kind of one of the last major resistances on the chart here on Litecoin. And if at some point it does get this and it kind of has this blue sky breakout, then you don't really have a lot of TA to be going off of. And a lot of alts are already in this breakout and they're in price discovery. But what the Bitcoin pair gives you are levels, which you will not have on a USD pair. So you'll know just from simple support and resistance where levels are that you'd be wanting to take profit or change your position from long to short, or just at least taking profit. So that's the reason why I do my TA based off of the Bitcoin pair more so than the USD pair. But if I can get the two working together in confluence, then yeah, that's just really nice. So yeah, that's basically why. VRFib, I hadn't thought of that. I was also wondering if it's related to miner selling pressure when the market's open, since they have a bulk of BTC mining in China. I guess there'll always be miners selling. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, where are we? I wonder if we'll have a 80% setup tomorrow. So we've got 1.5 hours left in the day. This is a nice little TPO trade that we could get if we do come back into the buying tail here. So if we do hit that, so if we get a move down to 53,560, it would give a nice little trade scalp off of that potentially. Let's look for that. 55,360. Uh, 53,560 rather. Yeah, 53,560. So that's actually our daily level. So if we do come back down to this daily level, then we do get that confluence there of the TPO after it's put in this buying tail. You would expect that to be tested again like it did up here. Clearly didn't get that close to it, but you would expect a test of that at this stage, and that's where you put in your divergence. So do we have some divergence going on here at these lows? Yes, we do. So we have bullish CVD at these lows. We have See if we get it. Whoops. Yeah, I don't actually know what the funding's like at the moment. Funding's not too bad, to be honest. Even on ETH, it's not too bad. Link. Yeah, pretty neutral. Yeah, FTX does it every hour, but their funding rates are much lower, aren't they? So on FTX, this is just averaged. The highest Bitcoin funding rate is always Bybit. Bybit funding is stupid. So yeah, we've had high funding on Bybit as always. Yeah, funding looks pretty neutral, to be honest. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to wrap this stream up in a minute. It would be nice if open interest is reducing. Yep. So open interest is not following the move. Big drop off in longs. Short's not that interested. Yeah. Oops. I'd like to see if we do get this. This will be a scalp long for me, just based off of the divergence that we have here, based off of the what you would expect to see with us coming down. So if we do come down to this area, to be honest, right now is good enough. But if I'm going to want to take a scalp off of this, then 53,580 would to 53,560 would be preferred. Yeah, let's just see if we can take a little trade. Because then it gives you a really easy invalidation here. So Ethereum. Sure. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to take a little scalp long off of this and just see how that goes tonight. So that's me in. I don't have like massive confidence in this, to be honest. It's just one of those. That was me in down here. There's my invalidation. And then let's just take it back up to the daily. Let's see what happens. That's what we wanted to see on the TPO. If we do come back through here and we take this out, you're invalidated. Easy peasy. Yeah. And this is one of those to collect statistics. So as I do more stuff on TPO in the future, I do want to know how well this works on the settings that I do use. This is a very just standard trade. You come down, you take the lows, you come back to back test. It's very standard Wyckoff stuff. So we have our spring, we have our back test of spring, which is exactly the same level as we had here, and you would expect a bounce at this level. So I got in, I think, at the exact low, which is very nice. Yeah, 53,620 is my long position. And we came down to, where did we actually get to? Yeah, I got in like a few dollars from the low. Let's see how it goes. Head and shoulders all over. Okay. It's a scalp. We'll see. We'll see. If this can break market structure here and get back above, then that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I mean, like, if it could put in a shoulder here and then do that, then great. I did notice the Ethereum head and shoulders when we were just on that chart a minute ago, yeah. So we do have it here. So when we were just looking at that, yeah, we definitely do have this going on. With this is our 1-to-1. It's amazing how that's given it such a nice technical level, this 1-to-1. So this is from our low to our high to our low. We have our 1-to-1 up here. And yeah, the trades that we've had off of this have been really nice. Yeah, I could quite easily put in like a more complex head and shoulders pattern here where it does something like that and then breaks. No, actually, I don't know why I'm so. Boom, boom, take the lows, back up here, and then we look back down here. Okay. Yeah, got a bit of a bounce. This will be a really nice example of this trade if it works. Do you give some room to avoid stop hunt? Not on this occasion, no. Because this was the stop hunt. Okay, so we had the move down, which formed the divergence, which came to our daily support. Then we've already had the stop hunt. At this point, I am not looking for another stop hunt to happen. If we get a second one, then I'm just not interested in it. So yeah, of course we could come down and we could do this, and then it could come down and we could do this, and then we could finally change market structure. But at this point, you have the move into support, you take the stops, and then you have the back test of that. I would expect that to be the low, so I am not looking for any stop hunt here. If we do take these lows, then I am invalidated. Whereas if I had got in at this point, I would give myself more room, because there has not been any move below that gives me an invalidation. So if I'd got in here, I would give myself room. I would have a soft stop loss, and I would be looking for higher prices there. But this is the low now. So if you're in this trade, or you're in this trade, or even if you're in this trade, we now know the invalidation, just because we had that move down below. So yeah, this daily being the reference level, and this being that stop loss that formed divergences on the low time frames. Josh Tong, how will Saturday Night Live affect Doge? I have no idea. I really don't care. I don't trade Doge. Well, I do. I I haven't traded it for a while. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good risk to reward trade we've got going on here. It's not moving though, is it? Like, I should realistically have taken profit here. Where are we at? Let's see how this plays out. There we go. There we go. A bit of a move. Let's take it to 1%. Come on. Skepo, do you have a target for your long? I guess you will take profit around 54,800. Yeah, definitely before then, to be honest. What I would do on this is I want to keep my stop loss the same because I will go to bed in a minute and I will want to hold this overnight. So ideally, if I can get a 2-to-1 out of this, and I can take 50% off here, with my stop loss being, yeah, just below the lows. If I can get a 2-to-1, so 54,300. If this gets 54,300, I'll probably just put that in now. Then I would take 50% off and I will leave my stop loss the same because it still could do this. But what it can't do is this. Otherwise, I'm not interested in it. I could probably, to be honest, even move my stop loss up. So I could even go for a 1-to-1 here. It's only a little trade. Like, yeah, you'd have got your 1-to-1 on this already, which is good. So we've come through that. I've not been paying too much attention to this one, to be honest. Yeah, it seems reasonable to expect a bounce up here. Yeah, like I'm not expecting this to be a big trade by any means. This is just one that I thought I'd get on stream, and it's nice to see a trade like this playing out on stream. So everyone knows I've taken it. Yeah, everyone knows my entry. You know I was taking it at that low. You know why I was taking it at that low. And yeah, we have a really nice invalidation here. So value area low of today. We've got an hour left. So our volume value area low is at 54,600. Our time-based value area low is at 54,500. Okay. Yeah, take profit here at the value area low. Then if this can hang out here for another hour within this area and stay in low volume, then we do have that 80% set up for tomorrow, which would be really cool. Yeah, let's just see how this plays out. Oh man, I got the feeling that Asia destroyed BTC and ETH tonight. I don't know. We've had a move down today, and I mean, if we're down at these lows, why would they need to push it down any further? Like if Asia session could get in and we're already at the lows of a range, why do they need to push it down? Like, yeah, if we'd have had a bounce here and we were up here on Bitcoin at the moment, then yeah, I'd fully expect Asia to push it back down. But we're already at the lows of the range. So unless we're going to break all the market structure that we've been putting in for the past couple of weeks since this low, unless it's going to break that market structure, in which case we're looking back down to 45k. Like, yeah, we'd get a bounce here. Like, I'm pretty sure we'd get a bounce here, but then we are looking at 45k after that. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I don't really see Asia needing to push this down. Yeah, it's just the way I look at it. Go against the trend overnight. Usually works. I'm probably going to hit a take profit in just a minute on this trade. That's local market structure changing. I think this looks okay. I don't even really want to look on it, so there's no point. I think this looks okay right now. Yeah, got some buyers coming in here. We are just about to have our daily close. We have some good buyers coming in here. We have CVD looks nice. Yeah, again, buyers coming in. This is where retail gave up. Yeah, no, I really like this. Yeah, I really like what I'm seeing at the moment. Like, of course, this could easily roll over. But yeah, this daily value area low, I think, is a pretty reasonable target right now. That's where I'm going to take profit on this long. That was a nice little trade. Why am I tick 4? Let's go tick 20. Oh, tick 420. That'll do. Tick 20. Oh, for fuck's sake. XO, man, you're such a... Ugh. Let's tick 10 then, fine. I'm on range 80, so yeah. Volume's dead. VWAP's way up there. That's the day close. Okay, I'm just going to take profit here because we are on the new open. Just a little bit. taking profit. There you go. I just caused that little candle, maybe. I can pretend that I was this 2.5 million. So, yeah, just because it's the daily open. Oh no, it's not the daily open. I'm being an idiot. But yeah, just because it's the start of a new hour, then that is a quick take profit there on this. But yeah, I do think it still looks good, to be honest there. Chris, can I explain why I took that long again? Yeah, sure. So we have 1 hour, 4 hour, and local divergence playing out on these lows. So we have that on the MACD, the RSI, and the CVD. So every single one of, so 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, we have divergences playing out here. So we have, let's start on the 15-minute chart. We do have bullish divergence here on these lows. If we move to the 1 hour chart, we have bullish divergences here on these lows. If we move to the 4 hour chart, we have hidden bullish divergence here on these lows. If we go on to our look at the CVD on the 15-minute chart, we have bullish divergence here on these lows. And also what we have is this daily level where we had our test, we had our spring, and now we're having our back test of spring. So that again, after all of these divergences, that is some nice Wyckoff stuff coming into play here, where you would expect a change of market structure. We already changed market structure from this move down locally. And I would be looking for that to continue now that we have made a potential higher low at this point. It gives you a really easy trade with a very obvious invalidation. We've already had the spring, so we don't need to be looking for this to take stop losses again, which is a really nice trade to take because you've taken the stops once at an area of support. You don't need to take them again, so that means you can get your entry here with your stop loss below, and you'd be looking for this market structure to continue. Anything else on top of that? Yep, so we also have on the TPO, so looking at the market profile, we had this same thing. So we had this move down into support, then we have a to take stops just below there, and then we have the move back down into our reference point, which is here on these G row, on this G row. You have the reference point, you have the move below, and you come back to test it perfectly. So at that point, again, it gives you a trade from here with your invalidation at the low. So yeah, just a really very, very simple trade. And that is just the kind of trade that I take often. And you don't see them play out that often, so when you do get them, they're really nice ones to take. Like, obviously it could do something like this where you have the low, it takes the stops, and then it fails. So this could still fail, but if it does, then fine. Yeah, so it's just a really, really simple trade to take. And you don't really get a much better risk to reward than something like this. Like if you're catching at the lows here and you have your stop loss at the low, because we don't need to take these stops again anymore, that's happened back here, you'd be looking for a continuation of market structure to change. You could take it up to the daily. It gives you a 4-to-1 trade. Simple. Yeah, so that kind of explains it, hopefully. Yeah. Harren, how do you see retail versus institution buying on XO in this case? Yeah, I'm not, like, I was looking at that, like, just out of interest, to be honest. I just wanted to see what kind of buys were coming in, and you did have some nice buying on this candle at the lows here. So this does mean that people like me are going to be looking at this trade, I guess. What you also see is, and again, I'm not too fussed about what the theory behind this is, that you did have that almost like retail giving up at this point and just a lot of pressure from larger buyers, and then that started to ease off. We now do have some selling pressure again and retail giving up again. So you would expect at this point, there we go, a bounce. Cool. So it's when you see these greens that coincide with reds on the upper bands, they're just really nice areas. So if you see retail getting bullish and trying to buy up these levels, then what you will often see is the larger orders start to push it down again until retail give up, and then you get that bounce again, and it's just what we're getting. So yeah, it's a nice move. Why do you use so small tick size on XO? It depends what chart I'm looking at. So this is a range 80 chart. And I just have it set to 4 tick. It's $2 levels. So this is like the really, really low time frame stuff. But if I'm looking at a TPO, I'm always on 40 tick or higher. So that's $20 intervals here on my TPO. When I'm actually getting levels, I'll often use 100 tick, just so I can see this really clearly again. But it's the same trade. Like, it doesn't matter what tick size you've got here, it's the same trade. You could do 200 tick. And we've got exactly the same trade here, okay? The lower the tick size, the better your entry. I wanted to get in within $20 of the low. So I wanted to get in at 53,580. And that's what trading on this tick size allowed me to do. Whereas if I was taking this trade off of a tick size of 200, for example, I would have been looking at 53,500 to get in, which just, yeah, as a scalp trade, it's not as good. So yeah, the lower your tick size, the better entry it can potentially give you, I guess. And also the more accurate. Like, you don't want to be going like, I'd never go like 10 tick on a chart like this. It would just be stupid. You'd have to zoom so far in. Yeah, it's not even giving me 10 tick. But for a daily TPO, anything 40 or above is cool for me. Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice to see how this plays out. I do like it when we get these live trades in during the stream. I'm still short on Ethereum from up here. Be interesting actually to see what Ethereum's doing here. So took 40. Oh, 0.05 for Ethereum. Took 100 then. That was nice. So have this move into the value area low. So today's value area low on Ethereum. Could look to take that back up into the point of control if you are long. Just give you a nice trend line coming down. here you have this same example as what's just happened on Bitcoin. So we have our first low put in of the day. We then take the lows here, and then this could be considered a backtest of that because we've just tested the value area low. But if this does get moved down, then you would be looking at our reference point here again at 31.75. So from a TPO, yeah, this is giving you another one of those setups very similar to what we had on Bitcoin. Yeah, we've had it a few times recently. This is all very, very narrow. Did these single prints get filled? Cool. Yeah, I didn't really look at Ethereum that much. So back into our point of control of this closed session. We did come into our buying tail here of the previous session. And there we go, nice move up. Cool. Yep. There we go. Why do you have different times for the sessions than the regular one, Luke? So this is my standard TPA, which is just daily chart. Then I have it split into sessions, which I have at the usual market times. So I have our daily open, which happens at midnight UTC, 1 a.m. UK time. Then I have our London session opening at 8. I have our CME opening when New York session opens, and then I have our close session starting from 8 p.m. So yeah, just the usual traditional market session times that I use, and they work quite nicely. So yeah, they're really good for kind of naked points of control and stuff. We do have this one here at 59,880. I'm actually going to mark that on my chart because I think we could. No, 57,880. Um, 57.88. And this is our New York MPOC. Okay. Looks nice. We do have this previous day point of control here as well, which will have gone by the time we get it. We do have our daily point of control at 57,880. Yeah, forget it. This is a daily point of control. It's also our New York session point of control. So we have a daily naked point of control. Oh, crap. Daily NPOC. And we have our 4-hour... Oh, this filled all those naked point of controls as well today. Nice. Yeah, this looks a really good low, to be honest. I think I just may have sniped this. Yeah, that's perfect. Really nice. So yeah, I think for this trade, we've got our target now. I'm now looking at this after seeing what we've got here. I've hit take profit 1. I'm fine if this gets stopped out, but that's my target now. Yeah, 9-to-1 risk to reward trade. There we go. There we go. I should have put more in on this. Shit. Damn it. Yeah, of course this could fail. Hey Luke, I just want to say thanks for the explanations and the work you put into. It helps a lot. Keep up the good work. Thanks a lot, mate. What have I seen which makes me so confident? I don't have this template myself. So, yeah, what I'm... So, yeah, I know my target's just gone, like, really high here. And to be honest, I will still take profit again on this daily level. But as, like, a trade, I think this does have potential to be the low in for now. It certainly looks like a good one. So we have our daily naked point of control up here. We have a previous session point of control in exactly the same area. Yeah, it just looks like one of those where if we're going to change market structure, it just seems like a really nice trade of the range that we're in right now. Like, obviously, you'd have your targets, your take profits in between. So that daily is still going to be a big take profit. We would have the golden pocket up here. We do have the 786, which is confluence with this daily naked point of control. So if you're thinking of this like 786 and our 0.83 level, which we could put on this chart, is that does give us our confluence higher here. So yeah, if this does turn out to be a really good trade, then you've got to have, like, it would be silly, I think, for me not to let this, or see if this can run up to this point and then look for shorts here. At least on this account that I've taken this off, I can always take other trades in between. But from what I've seen on the TPO, with this trade going on, from what I am seeing on the divergence, and this is like 4-hour bullish divergence isn't something to... Yeah, that's not something that's going to give you a little bounce. That's something that's going to really potentially propel us much higher again. So to get this 4-hour divergence, this 1-hour divergence, the 15-minute divergence, the CVD divergence, the trade setup that we have, all of those things. Yeah, it's I'd have to be looking up here for that. I just think this it can move us up that high. So you'd say real quick take profit here. Then we have take profit 1, take profit 2, and take profit 3. If your position size is big enough to allow for that. We have the VWAP along with a along with a golden pocket 618, just above the daily at 55k. Yeah, yeah, that VWAP's gonna reset in just over half an hour. JSK viewer, you should be able to rewind this. I'm gonna go to bed in a minute, so you're not gonna miss anything if you do rewind the charts here. I've already hit take profit 1 on this trade, and I'm just seeing what happens with the rest of it now. But basically, like the TPO sentiment template, I was just looking at it out of interest. I didn't really need to look at it for any particular reason. I just thought it was interesting how on the really low time frames, you do get this kind of retail giving up just before you get some nice bounces. There's not really anything anything in particular that I'm looking at off on this. So yeah. It's not CC, it's TT. The Toros tunnel, or whatever we want to call it. I'm just going to call it the golden pocket. It's what every market in the world calls it. And if you try to copyright a trading idea that's been around for longer than I've been alive, it would be pretty stupid of me to do that. So I'm not going to try and call it the TT, because people have been trading this since before I was alive. So yeah, no copyright on this. I'm not going to trademark anything like that as the TT. Johnny M. Cool. I know. That's the other thing we might get, is we might get another 80% setup tomorrow. Again, not going to trademark it. People have been trading that since before I was alive. Probably get dislikes on this video for that now. I've just done this. Stupid. You said you're still in the ETH short. Don't you think that ETH will follow BTC when BTC is going up? Yeah, like at this point, like I've taken all the profit that I wanted to on Ethereum. I'm happy, like I'm in a hedged short. So if you think, like, say I've got 1 Ethereum in my account or whatever, I'd be hedged on like 0.2 Ethereum on that. It's not like anything major, it's just hedging against any downside. So if we do get a move down, then at least I can stack a little bit more Ethereum on this. It's not a leverage trade at all on Ethereum. It's just a hedged trade on that. Yeah, this is looking a bit weak. Johnny M. Cool, I rewind, but what was your entry? My entry was something 20. 53,620. I think. Was that right? Yes. Yeah, 53,620. So that's when I went long. Let's put that into the actual place. 53,620 there. So that is my long position. We've just come into close enough to that local 618. Yeah, actually TT is already taken by Audi. Yeah. And I'm not going to pretend I am some German car manufacturer. Can you apply the 80% trade setup for ETH or any other coins or just BTC? I don't know. I think I've taken it once or twice on Ethereum. But yeah, I don't know. It should work for any asset, realistically. So it shouldn't really matter what asset you're looking at if it is in a range. And you do have that information available to you, then realistically it should work. There's a reason why it's called the 80% setup, and it works on most stocks. So I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work on other yeah, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be there, why it wouldn't work on something like Ethereum. I wouldn't trade it on some like a liquid shitcoin. But yeah. Just out of interest, what is the XO doing on Ethereum? Matt Dowling, hey legends, I just joined the chat. Did you mention a head and shoulders pattern potentially printing? I wonder. Yeah, well, we're seeing this, aren't we, on Ethereum? I'm not really seeing it on Bitcoin. No head and shoulders on Bitcoin. We'd have to get a much bigger shoulder, as we've only just come down into this support. But certainly Ethereum has it. Ethereum's also broken market structure here, which Bitcoin hasn't done. So yeah, at this point, Bitcoin is looking better for a bounce than Ethereum. Litecoin's still going for it. Yeah, go Litecoin. Link still doing good. What XO template do you use to find the 80% setup values? So you can do it on any template. I have a very simple daily kind of daily footprint that I use, which gives me the levels here. So I am using on my market settings, I use 1 tick on developing day, previous day, I use 4 tick for the week, and I use 10 tick for the month. So as long as you're using these settings, so again, if anyone needs to pause this and have a look, then please do that. As long as you're using those settings and you're using 68%, then you should be able to get the same settings as me on here. Again, it doesn't matter what your tick size is on the actual chart, because only matters what you have as your tick settings on these marker settings. So yeah, this tick size doesn't matter, but this tick size does. And I used to use 2, and I still do look at 2. So I still do look at 2 tick. If we do get an 80% setup on 2 tick, I would probably trade it. But more recently, I've been using 1 tick for these daily levels, and they do give us a difference here. Okay, so I'll stick to 1 tick, and yeah, see what happens with that. I don't know why my developing day value area low. So if we can stay below here for a little bit longer, then it does give us this setup, which would be really nice. Yeah. 2 tick would bring our value area low a little bit lower. Cool. JSK viewer, this is so helpful. So it's 1 hour close in the PDVA, right? Yes. Yeah, 2 30-minute candles within that area. Yeah. Cool. I am going to leave it at that. I've gone over this trade quite enough. It's nice that we got something like this. I do have, so we have the possible 80% setup in play if this doesn't just come back inside value area too early. We do know that we have big areas of resistance up here. If we say this is going to remain the same area, then we got our previous day point of control at 56k. We will have our previous day value area high at 56,600, so that gives us 56k. 56 around here, and then 56,600 takes us into this golden pocket area. So yeah, you'll all see this on the morning update when I do wake up, and we'll see how this has played out when I do that. Cool. So actually, I'm going to do one thing quickly now. No, I'm not going to bother. I was going to do a little like snippet video just saying why I have entered this long here. So based off of this kind of low, take the lows, we hit our reference based off of the TPO chart, where you have our low, you come down and then you bounce off of our reference again, so simple Wyckoff stuff. We have our divergences forming here, we have an easy invalidation, and we have our targets higher, which will be the daily naked point of control. It will be the previous day value area high if we do get an 80% setup in the morning. And we will have take profits at the daily, and well, the VWAP will be gone by then. So yes, very easy. Take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. There we go. All right, cheers everyone, and I will see you all in the chat tomorrow. Have a great night.